Test. Blue mangoes. White t-shirt. Cinnamon. Cheese stick. I think we're rolling. I think we're good. Chat. Let me turn on this beat a little bit because I'm sure this is obnoxiously loud. How loud is it? I can't tell. I'm going to turn it down. Chat, man, how we doing? About to get this thing rolling. With that said, burrito. I like it. Burrito. There we go. Mike checks. Mike checks with what the chat says. Pizza pie. Pizza pie? Okay. All right. I like the creativity. You know, the burrito. I think the burrito's a classic. But yeah, we're going to get this thing rolling. I got to get my camera on. Rad will be in here. My man, Bo, it's good to see you, man. We're going to get Rad in here in a minute. He's going to hop in. We're going to start it. He's going to hop in. Man's getting his haircut. But he'll tell you about that. But he's going to be here soon. He called me. Sorry, we had to push this thing back. Let me get my camera off. We had to push this thing back. But we're here. So let's roll the intro and let's get this thing rolling. If I can find the intro. Okay, wait, which intro do we use? I should update this thing. You know what? Rad's not here. I'm going to use mine, and then we're going to get this thing rolling. Let's do it.
Fired up. It's made a great decision.
Great teammates, coaches, and other people who want to be Super Bowl champions. And we are. We're going to do it this year.
And we're going places because we want to go places.
Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
All right. Woo. All right, let me get the sound going. This is good. This is good. StreamYard's different, man. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't like it solo. I don't. It ain't my thing. But, chat, I just found something really sweet that we're definitely going to talk about. I didn't realize we got some Twitter beef. Twitter beef, this is what we're doing. With Jamal Williams. You guys probably saw it before I did. I saw the video, didn't realize this was happening. But we're gonna take a look at that because this got me kind of pumped, I guess. I don't know. Get the chat thought on it. We'll probably do it before Rad gets in here just to kill some time. Shout out to everybody in here. I know it's weird. It's late. Rad is on the West Coast, so he's got it 3 hours before me. We'll see. You never know what show starts over here. I mean, it just is what it is, you know? I don't even know. I really don't know coming into the day what's going to happen. That's probably not a good thing. It'll probably make more sense when we get into the season. But for now, it just is what it is, you know? Antonio, what's up, my man? I'm going to shout out the chat a little bit. He says, starters playing tomorrow. Don't believe so. We're going to talk about that, though. My man, Bo, it's good to see you. E. Mark, he says Super Bowl, or I think you meant bust. Busy's fine, too. You know, Super Bowl, we're doing something. Hey, Super Bowl, or I'm busy doing something else. Okay. Sup, Peyton Dose Manning? Peyton Dose Manning, what'd you see? What'd you see? Peyton Dose Manning. I mean, I'll take it. I don't know where that came from, but I like it. You just ate one. Oh, you had a burrito? What kind? Did you go to Taco Bell? I have that Taco Bell shirt. I should have wore that. Fires. Spiffy. Yo, finally caught a live one. My guy. Dan Campbell rules. Kneecap soup. Oh, it's good to see you in here, crazy clown. Alex in here. What's happening? What's it? Lions Mania says, what's up? My man Phantom's in the building. I know Phantom. What'd you send me? You sent me some on Twitter. You know, there's been things that have been sent to me on Twitter. We may have to address some of those as well. I addressed the Mason Rudolph one, which, by the way, as we know, a trade has not happened. So maybe that's not going to happen. Roquan Smith, yes, people have been tagging me in that. And, you know, I haven't did like a video on it or anything yet, but I have looked into it. I've started looking into it. Talked about that one a little bit. Let me see. Is there anything else I missed? But we're going to get into all of it. With that said, looking forward to tomorrow. Me too. So we got a 1 o'clock start for anybody that doesn't know. 1 o'clock. Rad will be in here soon. Let me throw that out there. But 1 o'clock, Colts tomorrow, 1 Eastern time. We will be live for that over here. So, and we may do a post-game show. With Rad, it sounds like he may do a post-game show tomorrow, so we may have that as well. So we may have a 2-for-1 tomorrow, but that sounds good for me. Who do you think is going to win tomorrow? Well, I didn't know they did this, but I guess it makes sense. You can bet on preseason games, and last I saw, Lions are favored by 2. So I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna say Lions win tomorrow, even though I don't know how. I really don't feel very confident in that. I really don't. Like, I really don't feel confident with us being favored. But the fact that we are favored gives me confidence, like in a weird way. Like, if I didn't see the spread, I would have probably bet the Colts. I know that sounds terrible, but because it's preseason. But now seeing the spread, it gives me like a feel like, oh, they believe in us. There's something they don't like about this Colts team. And maybe one of those things are that they forced 5 turnovers and lost. Can we start there? All right. How do you force 5 turnovers and lose the game? I'm like, wait a minute. They forced 5 turnovers against the Bills. I'm like, dang, that's really good. And they lost? Okay, so they know something. They're probably like, that's probably not going to happen again. How did they lose? I know it's preseason, but dang. You forced 5 turnovers and lost? Okay, you need to stop. So anyway, we're going to talk about it. The truth is in here. The early stuff, saying random stuff before you turn on the cam. Peyton Dose Manning. Oh, okay, I see you. I just read it at the wrong time. I see you. Yeah, that's good. That's a mic check, though. That's normal. That's what we... 12 red zone plays, no touchdowns for Colts in practice. That's fantastic, isn't it? Isn't that some fantastic news situationally? I'm here to watch. I'm ready for it. Let's start there, actually, before Rad gets in here and stuff. And I do want to show that clip, and then we'll come back and we'll kind of pull ourselves back to talking about preseason games. Yeah, even West Coast times. You know what? Rad's doing what Rad does. No, I actually think he's getting his haircut at 6. He just has to drive back and like set up, but he's gonna be in here soon. I don't know. Rad's on his own schedule. I don't know. With that said, though, that's just how it goes. What was I gonna say? Oh, starters. Don't expect to see starters tomorrow. So my man that just said Will Goff start, don't expect it. I don't think the Colts are playing many starters either. I've tried to read some things. I just don't know the Colts that well on who they may play. But for the most part, just in general, it doesn't sound like either side is playing starters. Now, when it comes to the defensive side, that side for the Lions, I am curious because I think there are players that I think they should play tomorrow. I really want to see Jeff Okudah get more snaps. I think the Lions do too. So even though they're not playing a majority of their starters, the Colts said they may play 1 or 2, for specific positions. But same thing with the Lions. I would say for the offense, unless you're counting like Brock Wright as a starter, I don't think we're seeing anybody starting offensively tomorrow. Defensively, I would say we're probably going to see more starters. Now, defensive line, Michael Brockers, no. Ali McNeil, I don't think so. Hutchinson, I don't think we will, but maybe, the mom did say in the Hard Knocks episode, which we're going to talk about too, that, next time we'll see him is next week. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe he is playing. I wouldn't think so though. Maybe he is though. Linebackers, I would think for sure playing other than Alex like last week. Safeties. Yeah, safeties probably won't play. Tracy and Deshaun might. I don't know. They might mix them in. I don't think they'd play. And like I said, at cornerback, I think the only guy that I would probably sit out is Amani. But aside from that, I'm cool with playing everybody. I mean, that's kind of my thoughts on it, just real quickly rolling through it. But yes, Perg, I did see this. So we need to show this for anybody that saw it. Hey, the linebacker was doing some work. Zaire Franklin, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Zaire Franklin is a young player, man. He's been in the league for a few years, it looks like. Hasn't played a ton. Last year, he played like 200 snaps. It was his most he's played. But he had some talk, though. Like, he took this thing beyond just saying, like, oh, yeah, I dogged you in these reps or whatever. No, my man had to call out the team. So I hope the Lions use this as some motivation or something because I'm like, well, dang, dude. I mean, you're not playing that much either, so I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying you're getting cut or nothing, but you're not really playing either. Anyway, let's show the clip, and then we'll get into what he's. Weird. I'm going to show this clip. This is I'm not going to put this out. Who put this? Yeah, NFL Phil. I saw this on Instagram. If you haven't seen it yet, we're going to take a look at this. This beat's popping though. This beat's popping. Do I have it? Yeah. Okay. Gosh. Wait. Hold up. Close that. I opened way too many tabs. I opened the wrong tab. That's the issue there. Still a struggle. Is this it? Yes. All right. Let's show the clip. I don't think this is copyright. This background looks very strange right now. I don't think this is copyright. I'm going to mute it. Hopefully it's not. I don't know. It's HBO, so it might be copyright. I don't know. It shouldn't be. It's just them talking. There's no music. All right, let's play these. Let me know if chat if you can hear it, and then we'll see what he said. Yeah, he's just hanging on to him. Uh-oh. Yeah, he did kind of pull him. Now that I'm seeing it, that is a hold. That was a hold. And then he had a kick. I love it, though. I love it, though. I absolutely love it. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, put him through it. You ain't there. You ain't there. You ain't get there. You ain't get there. You ain't get there.
So that's probably copyright, actually. I'm glad I paused that. So that's, if you didn't see it, that's what took place. This is Twitter. So let me zoom in on this because I guess this was the response. When did this come out? When did he say? Oh, he said this at 2. I really missed this. Wow. This is Zaire Franklin, the linebacker that you saw in the clip. He said, only in the league. Okay, so like only player in the league. I can't even read. Look at me. Only player in the league can lose. Oh my gosh. Let me restart. Only in the league can a bum lose 3. That doesn't make any sense. Only in the league can a bum lose 3 reps in a row and still yell like he won. Hope you ready to cry about another losing season, champ. Okay, so you see, he took it beyond just like, hey, calling out like I dogged him in these reps. Because obviously, Jamal has that personality, and we've seen it, where Jamal kind of does give me the vibe of like, yeah, he may not even win a rep, but he's still going to say some things. And I think I could see how that would be like as an opponent. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because it makes it like look like, oh, yeah, but at the same time, seeing these reps, I don't think he got dogged. I mean, this looks like a pass protection rep. Maybe you could say he got some pressure there, and the drill was kind of over, and he still kind of stuck with it. Okay, so I don't know about that one. But this one, no, this is a hold. Like, you can see him pull him right here. See the little tug right there? He still could have caught that ball. But, I mean, I like the battle overall. Like, I don't think anybody, beat anybody clearly here. Jamal wins initially, sticks with it. I mean, I feel like Jamal wins those reps. I don't know if I'm crazy. I feel like he's winning those reps. So then, obviously he says what he says. Jamal has a response to it. This is Jamal Williams. You guys can see it. He says, sir, I literally made you look stupid in team period. So he didn't even point out these clips. He went beyond that. He said, sir, I literally made you look stupid in team period when you missed an open field tackle. We didn't even have to see that clip. He knows, man. And because I'm sure these reps happen first. And I ran you and the safety for a touchdown during team period. Please go about your business. You're not about that when it's go time. All right. Hey, I like it. This is fire. But the fact that I hope that this is some, because obviously, I mean, we've seen the Jamal clip of him, talking about the record. And he's like, man, that wasn't us. I think about that record, we won 3 games. And my man called it out here. He actually probably said this because he probably saw the clip of Jamal Williams, because it's like the most trending clip, I think, from the HBO Hard Knocks of Jamal Williams' like speech. And I'm sure that, he remembered that. And he was like, oh, yeah, another losing season, because he was like, that record. But to be honest, though, I mean, that's a little bit of a shot there. Like, he went beyond just the reps and just the battle between the two. And then what's crazy to me is like, frankly, come on, man, you ain't really playing that much on defense. But it is what it is. I love it. I love the battle. I love the energy, But I think this is something that Jamal should definitely use as some like motivation, I mean, he should. And Jamal is just that like that. But at the same time, I don't think. I mean, he didn't get dogged in those 3 reps. Like, what are we talking about? So that's definitely something worth sharing. Like, I don't know what he's talking about, but I do like it though. I like the competitiveness between the two. It's just the fact that he brought up, you're gonna have another losing season is what stuck out to me in there, because it wasn't just directed at Jamal. It was like, he tried to take it was directed at Jamal because that's what Jamal said. He brought up the record, but then to say that, I think that, and this is driving me nuts seeing that. But that I don't know. And I'm gonna drop Darius. Darius, stay up there. I don't know. I think that's. What do you guys think? Chad, what do you guys think from seeing that? I didn't know it was a thing. I thought it was cool. I thought the energy was great. I'm here for that kind of stuff. As long as it doesn't get like personal or something. Yeah, the little pass, the route, he definitely pulled him. So that was, he was legit. There was a legit complaint there. And I thought, Jamal Williams, he did well. He got inside the chest. He wasn't like getting wide on him. So either way, it is what it is. You like it, but you hate it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm a little bit surprised that Jamal Williams came back at him on Twitter. Maybe, I don't know if I would say I'm surprised. Maybe I just didn't expect Jamal Williams to be in this with other players because you usually don't see it. But at the same time, Jamal Williams' personality and the fact that Hard Knocks and NFL Films is throwing these out there, I could see why the opposing player sees that and they're like, okay, let me fire back, right? Because clearly, this is about the Lions and they're showing these clips. If this never got showed, this would have never came up on Twitter. But they're showing these clips, and I'm sure the entire 2 days they were there or whatever, they're probably battling, and we weren't going to get to see at least Jamal Williams. He won't play on Saturday. Franklin probably will. Zaire Franklin probably will. So we'll see how that, boils over. But either way, I mean, hey, so we're, this would be great if this was a regular season game because this energy would be carried over. But maybe this gives us some energy for Saturday to come out with the bang because we need to talk about this game. Because, again, the fact that they forced 5 turnovers and lost is still a little bit shocking to me. But then certain things that we want to look for in this as well. Maybe someone gets popped on Saturday. Not always just that's there you go. And you know what? Jamal Williams, Dan Campbell and Hard Knocks said, hey, guys need to be engaged on the sideline. All right. Don't be standing there. That's what's going to frustrate me. Jamal Williams for sure will be engaged. Okay. Especially if Franklin is playing. I'm just saying he will be. He's going to be pointing out every little thing there. Enjoy another losing season attached to the whole city. Yeah. Yeah. See, that might have got the response. That may have brought the response, but the fact that he said that, because I'm sure that is just seeing the clip of what Jamal Williams said, and he's like, that season, that gets to me. So we took it beyond. Like my man brought up the clip there. Woo! All right. Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You see Fields the other day. What was that, last night? Was that last night? That was last night. I saw like bits and pieces. I didn't watch the whole thing. Let me remind myself. Was that last night? I'm trying to refresh myself because I know I did watch parts of it. I just didn't watch all of it. It wasn't the Chiefs. It would have been the Seahawks. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did watch parts of it. I don't know. To me, their offensive line looks kind of rough, man. I mean, it just does not look great. I mean, they're playing Jenkins at right guard now. So, I don't know. I don't trust their offensive line. Our offensive line, when you saw our starters out there, you could definitely feel it. You could feel the presence. And clearly, I guess they felt the presence in joint practices too. It sounds like, immediately when they went to 11-11 the first day, when the offensive line came over, it changed the game or the practice because it was like, hey, these dudes are different, right? They're changing the game. You can play behind them. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. I hope it's a little bit of, I don't know. I hope it's a little motivation. That's all I'll say. The outro on yesterday's video was hilarious. Oh, I was like, I thought it was the same outro. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. Hey, you know what? And we didn't even have the show. Now that you're saying that, we didn't even have the show. So yeah, now it just looks bad. All right. If you were a coach in the NFL, would you do a joint practice? I'm not a fan of it. I see Fields. I seen Fields. He was hit and miss. I think I would. I think I would like to do joint practice. I don't think I'd want to do a joint practice with the team that I play. I definitely wouldn't want to do joint practice with the team that I played that season or you got to play them in the preseason, right? Because it's going into the preseason game. But with the team that I played in the regular season, I wouldn't want to do it with. I think I would do it, though. I think I would. I think I'd want it the first week. I don't know. I guess second week's fine. I think I'd want it the first week because I really want to get a sense of just more reps. Definitely, I don't know if I have the quarterbacks in red jerseys, certain guys, I'd make sure hey, they're not getting hit. But I think I would do it. I think situationally it'd be good. And these guys, they're going against each other every day in training camp. I think it'd be a good way to mix it up, but not in a game format. In a game format, but just through practice. Just give you something different to see. It's like a scrimmage. Makes me think of like a scrimmage, because these starters aren't going to play again. It's a little bit less of a layoff between playing again. I don't know. I always enjoyed, scrimmages and things like that. So I think I would do it. I think I'd do it. I think it'd be good just to get them in a different environment, especially when you have to travel. Hey, you got to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Young guys, you got to see something different. Go against someone just different. I don't know. I think it's always different because everybody just has a little bit of a different style to them. Whether that means they're better or worse, we can call them how good this player is and how good is that player. But when you're just facing someone different that just does little things differently. It's just different. It's something you have to respond to, and you're seeing the same thing every day in practice. So I feel like it's good for them. I think I like it because they're not playing in the preseason games anyways. Now, the question I would have, is there a difference between the safety of that versus a preseason game? I would think the only safety would be quarterbacks getting hit, right? I mean, that would be one of them, because you're kind of trying to pull things back. But I also feel like, in a way, joint practices probably go above and beyond a little bit because, things go beyond the play that maybe they don't in preseason games. So I don't know. I like it, though. I do. Dude, I see your action figures behind you. I have in the new box never opened the 20s Lombardi, Billy Sims, and Barry Sanders. That is sweet. Please send me a picture of that. I will send it to Banks because he would love to see that. It is fire. Is it true about Jeff getting burnt? I mean, I don't know. I heard some pretty good things about Jeff Okudah. I mean, I also heard everybody got beat from what I heard. I heard Amani was having some issues, things like that. But again, it's all. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he definitely did get beat. I mean, I'm sure everybody got beat. It sounds like they got a lot of good reps, which is why I like it, because our starters, Jeff Okudah, how did he play 15 snaps last game? So this is good for them. This is really good for them. And I think he'll play on Saturday. But I definitely feel like, from what I've heard, but also I just get the sense that Okudah is definitely, he's getting in a good rhythm. Not in a good rhythm. He's getting a game shape, game form. And it does sound like more and more, yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy going into week 1. So I feel really good about that. I just want to see him healthy, and it feels like he's getting to that. You see your boy Kinlaw all jacked up? I have not. Like jacked up like he's big? I didn't see that. I did see the thing that he had, with the... Anyway, I didn't see that, though. Kinlaw, man, that's a throwback. That feels so old now. That feels so old now when we talk about Javon Kinlaw. That was like the first draft. Was that the first draft we did? No, it couldn't have been. Hawkinson was the first draft. That would have been the year after with Okudah. Yeah, Hawkinson was the first draft we did. I need to go back and see what that looked like. I remember we had a TV behind us with the draft picks, but you couldn't see it because the camera was trash and it just was bright. I gotta look back on that. What's up, though? What's up, Last Second Sports? What's going on, man? All right, I do need to talk a little bit about this game, though, while we're waiting for Ad to get in here. I need to talk about this game a little bit and what I'm looking for. So first off, from what we heard from this week, having a head cold sucks. That does suck. I get better soon. Sounds like you have one. Cut down to 53-day will be insane around the league. Absolutely. A lot of players, a lot of quarterbacks. At the same time, Hard Knocks. Dude, Hard Knocks is going to be great for that because I know we're going to get some clips for it, which I'm going to feel bad, but I do want to see it. So here's what I'm looking for. First off, of course, our backup offensive line. I need to see it. I need to see it again. They need to be better because just from preseason game 1 alone, they were bad. Logan Stenberg specifically, I really need to see a step forward because he had a good preseason last year from what I remember. This first preseason game was not very good. Doesn't sound like joint practices have been much better. So I need to see just the entirety of that sec unit better because I don't have much optimism with it. I feel pretty good about what Tommy Kramer's going to be. Evan Brown, I feel pretty good that he'll bounce back. But outside of those guys, I'm really concerned, especially with the tackle position. I did like a little bit of what I saw from Kendall Lamb. So I want to see him again. Maybe they mix up Kendall Lamb's reps a little more. Maybe he gets a little high reps. Probably not. We didn't do it last year. But I really need to see that because you look at this Colts defensive line, they got a lot of young guys on this defensive line. A lot of young guys. I mean, just go through their depth chart. Let me pull it up real quick. So they have their backups that will play. I mean, I think Eric Johnson is healthy. Eric Johnson might not be healthy. I think he's healthy. Either way, Tyquan Lewis, Eric Johnson, RJ McIntosh. I think that's how you say his name. My man, Deo. I don't know if that's how you say his name. Deo's a very young player. Hasn't played a lot of snaps in the league. A lot of young guys in the backups there. This is an area where I would like to see us definitely improve. Sounds like maybe they had some struggles at joint practices. So I really want to see, that improve. But those are some dogs in the interior now. They may be young, but they got some dogs in there. So I want to see how they respond to that. And you flip it to the other side. When you talk about the Lions trenches, when you talk about the Lions defensive line versus their offensive line, this is a battle that I definitely feel like we should win, though. I feel like overwhelmingly we could dominate this week. When you look at their backup offensive lineman, again, a lot of youth there, whether that's Will Fries, their backup guard, young player, Wesley French. Hey, I had to put those first, okay? 2 young interior offensive linemen there. They have a lot of young guys backing up on the offensive line. And then, my man just said it, John Kaminsky, facts. John Kaminsky. What we have with these young guys, Jayshon Cornell is going to play. He needs to play. He wasn't very good last week. Jayshon Cornell, Demetrius Taylor. Like, some of these dudes stepped up. I really like the interior of this defensive line, the edge presence. Austin Bryant, I guess, dominated one of the days. Austin Bryant, like, I feel like our defensive line, because we're not going to be playing many starters, our defensive line, we're going to see some rotational guys. I think they should start off with a bang in this game. So I'm really curious to see how that goes. You look at the first Colts preseason game, Sam Ehlinger was 10 for 11 with 2 touchdowns. Now, he won't start. He'll be the last quarterback through, they said. We'll see Nick Foles. He'll be the second last quarterback through. Take that back. Nick Foles will start. He threw a pick to Kirby. He threw a pick last in their first preseason game too. So, we'll see how those go. But I definitely want to see the backup, not the backups, but the trenches. Lions offensive line needs to be better. Give me some optimism. I'm really curious to see how Kendall Lamb builds on his first game, getting familiar, because I thought he was actually pretty solid in some ways. But aside from that, guys like Matt Nelson, guys like, I just want to see more consistency there, man. I just haven't seen it yet. But the Lions defensive line should win the battle, I'm thinking. All right, let me check out the chat. Make sure I didn't miss nothing. Rodriguez, the best linebacker we got. I believe the Lions linebacker are worse shape than I thought. Hold up, as you say that. Oh snap, Brad, you wearing a fantasy shirt. I see you.
Things are gonna get easier.
I think they're calling you out in the chat too. That's crazy.
What I get called out about? I didn't even been here.
It looks like some wild stuff too. That's crazy. I could throw it up if you want. This is where it started. I mean, there's no surprise where it started.
I heard Rad likes freaky dudes. What the fuck? Excuse my language.
Yeah, I don't know where this came from, Brad. It's just as soon as I don't know. This just started popping up. I don't know what this one is. Rumors Rad wanted the Lions.
I'm back in 2020, so they could get. Okay, now people
you wanted that guarantee. That's what you wanted.
No, I wanted my guy Chase.
Chase has similar hair. No,
I want a young.
You got similar hairstyle.
Yeah.
Is that why you have that hairstyle? You like is that?
Man, I didn't have this hairstyle I've been growing my hair for 7 years. Damn it.
So he's been copying you.
Right.
You've been watching the shows. Okay.
Right.
I mean, I believe it.
My hair looking rough though. Hold on. All right, I'm back. What's happening though? Talk to me, man. Talk to me nice.
Man, we're just having a good time, man. Have you saw the Twitter stuff? Because I want to get at least a little bit of your input on this.
I have not seen the Twitter stuff.
Okay. Chat came in talking about it. So no, it's all good. It's nothing big. It's just a little bit of so I guess Zaire Franklin, and I could see why he did it, maybe a little bit, but this was the linebacker for the Colts. He's one of their backups. He played 200 snaps last year. He kind of like him and Jamal Williams, Hard Knocks put out a little bit of a clip of those two going at it, and he called out Jamal. Okay. So I'm gonna show you the clip again. I'm gonna run one more time in case just refresh you on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I seen this.
Get off me! Get off me! Get off me! Get off me!
He knocked it out.
He did both of that. That's not a little tug. Yeah.
Yeah, put him through it. You ain't there. You ain't there. You ain't get there. You ain't get there. You ain't get there.
No, don't copyright us for that. But anyway,
I seen that.
So this is what he said. You want to read? Yeah.
Only a bum. Only in the league can a bum lose 3 reps in a row and still yell like he won. Hope you're ready to cry about another losing season, champ. Hold on, Zaire.
Yeah, you see how he put that little last piece in there?
That was not necessary.
Beyond, yeah.
Correct. If y'all having y'all little issue, you ain't got to bring the rest of the team into that. Talking about another losing season. You know what? I'll make sure he's never on my team in Madden for that.
And Jamal had a response. So this is what Jamal said back.
I can't read it. Can you see? I can't see that. That's not as bold.
Let me actually zoom in because I'm
what did it say? Sir, So I literally made you look stupid in team period when you missed an open field tackle and I ran you and the safety for a touchdown. During team period. Please go about your business. You're not about that when it's go time. Oh, okay, Jamal. Okay, Jamal. Okay.
Yeah. You got any thoughts on that?
I mean, I love the competition. I think, they're just going at it. And to be honest, I'm gonna probably say Jamal did lose 2 out of the 3 reps.
You thought he lost 2?
I mean, he dropped the ball, so he lost that one.
Yes, he could have caught the ball. He held him, but he could have caught
the first rep. I don't really know what was going on. What was he just blocking him downfield? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I thought the first one he looked good. I mean, I think it was a pass protection rep, but I guess maybe they could say he got him because he kind of reached out there. I don't know. And I thought he lost, maybe the first one.
I think he lost that pass for rush rep too, just because he bull rushed him. He did give ground.
Yeah, he did.
But
he had him at first. Like, he picked up the initial, bop there.
Yes,
but
the
you're
thump.
Right. He did get
right. That's what you're supposed to do. But he did give a little ground. I don't know, man. I just think they just talking a little smack. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play into it too much. I don't like the disrespect about enjoy another losing season because that's not what we're about to have here. But besides that, Zaire Franklin, do your thizzle. I mean, it is what it is. He lucky he ain't in the division. He lucky he ain't got to see us because it'd be problems.
Because here's the thing. I'm thinking he's probably playing Saturday, and Jamal won't. But Jamal's going to let him know everything that's going on the sideline. That's just who Jamal is. But here's what stuck out to me, Red, is the response there. Because he said, I think the fact that he brought up you guys are going to have a losing season is probably in response to, the clip that's like the Lions have like tagged at the front of Jamal Williams' speech talking about the record last year and how that wasn't us. So I think that was kind of like pulling it from that because everybody's seen it. So that was his response. And I get it because, like, they're making the thing to look like, okay, Jamal's doing it because it's the Lions Hard Knocks. But I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I feel like, they at least Jamal can utilize that as some motivation if he's thinking about last year from what he had to say to him.
I think they was just making the show look good.
Okay, we don't.
Oh, they digging at Zaire, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a cool linebacker, but he's not even the best linebacker on his team. So it's like kind of piped down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're going to be doing all that talking and all that going back and forth on Twitter, I think you should probably be the best player at your position on your team.
But is Jamal the best player at the position on his team?
They do different things. They do different things. They do different things. But Jamal, I don't feel like, he obviously didn't start it. So it's like,
right.
What happened in practice, I'm cool with. Then you take it to social media, but that's just how this day and age is.
100%.
You have to respond because you're not about to just disrespect us. Like, come on. And Jamal is one of our leaders, so he has to say something back. And answer your question, is he the best at his position on our team? No, Swift's our better running back, but I don't think Jamal's a bum. And I don't think Zaire Franklin's a bum. But at the same time, like Darius Leonard should be the one that's doing all the talking over there when it comes to like y'all defense. Like he makes y'all go. Him and
I kind of get it. Like I get where he's coming from to the fact that why he said what he said, but I didn't like the last part that he sprinkled in there. Right. I'm cool with like him. Hey, I beat you
he lost 3 reps, but then enjoy another losing season. That's doing too much. Like, come on, bro. Like,
that's what got that's what got Jamal's attention right there for sure. So I don't know. I shared that with you before. Start talking about this game, man, because that's what we've been talking about. And I hit him with the first thing I wanted to see. So I'm going to throw it to you. We'll see if you say the same thing. My man started talking about linebackers. So maybe you go, I don't know.
You already know what I want to see.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about Malcolm Rodriguez. Obviously, we want to see how he's going to play. I think he's going to play well. Okay, hold on. It just depends. Mm-hmm. So they said it's not going to be a lot of starters playing, correct? I think I read
that's
a lot of starters won't be playing. So if a lot of starters aren't playing, it could be hard for Malcolm Rodriguez because he's not going to have those studs up front like your McNeils and Brockers. He's going to be playing with the second string D line, so he may be getting a lot of offensive alignment up on his chest plate. But we're going to see. I would think that the Colts aren't going to be playing they starting offensive alignment either, so it should be like a 2s versus 2s matchup, which I hope it is because then we can see Malcolm Rodriguez shine. He may shine with the second team defensive line. You never know because he is a baller and he finds a way to get to the football. But I want to see what he's about to do. I'm gonna stay in the linebacker room. I want to see what Derek Barnes is about to do, bro. Like I got to see some type of some progression. Like, come on,
100%.
because you're supposed to be our future. You and Rodriguez is supposed to be our future. I want to see what he's gonna do. I want to see what Houston's gonna do out there on the edge because I think he's gonna get a lot of Hey, there. Okay, me and Ronan on the same thing. I want to see what Houston's about to do out there on the edge. I think he can make some things happen. I like Houston, man. I think he's gonna make our 53. No, I don't think Anzalone is playing at all. As I don't think he should play. I mean, Dos, we was talking about this. Like, it makes no sense to even play him because we know what we're getting out of Alex Anzalone. He's a cool linebacker. Like, we know what to expect from him. Now let these youngins battle out to see who's gonna play next to him. I think Chris Board's gonna have to play if he wants to compete for a starting job.
Yeah. I mean, that's my thought to what my man said about the starters. I feel like defensively, there's a lot of guys that, they might end up being starters that will play tomorrow. Offensively, nobody, unless he's caught Brock right. Nobody's playing, So, I mean, but defensively, to what you said, other than Alex, I think everybody should play. Cornerback, other than Amani, I think everybody should play. And what you said about focus on linebacker, I think defensive line should be our advantage. The defensive line should eat in this game. That's all I'm gonna say. We got a lot of young offensive line we're going against. Sounds like they did some good things in practice. But Austin Bryant, John Kaminsky, we should eat in this game on the defensive line. Demetrius Taylor.
Right.
So I'm with you there. Like, this is a game where the linebackers should look better because our defensive line should be winning.
We're gonna see though. I mean, we're about to see. I want Tracy Walker doesn't need to play. I don't think Deshaun Elliott should play. We should see a lot of Kirby Joseph, CJ Moore, a lot of the backups.
Yes, CJ
but mainly I'm going to be focusing on seeing what Houston's doing, Demetrius Taylor is doing. If Isaiah Buzz can continue to build off what he did last game, Austin Bryant, like those. I'm not going to say those are bubble players, but we know they're not starters. I'm sorry.
What do you think? Bugs will play? I got a feeling he might not.
I think Bugs should play.
I
don't know if he will. I think he should. I want to see Kirby Joseph. He's going to get a lot more uptick, and I think Chase Lucas should start. I really do. I want to see Chase Lucas start. And then I want to see what this. It's mainly watching these linebackers. That's where the pure competition is on our roster. The linebacker position is what's open right now. And we got a lot of moving parts. So I want to see who's going to do that. And then obviously we got some backup roles like Austin Bryant, Houston making the team, things like that. I'd like to see our Mitchell, the tight end. I'd like to see the rookie tight end this week. I think Blau should get the start over Boyle. I don't know if have they announced who's getting the start. I'm sorry, I haven't been on my phone or anything. So
no, they didn't say anything.
Bit. I don't know. So if I'm asking stupid questions, my bad. I've just been on the go.
They haven't said anything about that from what I've seen either. So maybe chat has something.
Hold on real quick. How my haircut look? Just got a fresh haircut. You know what I mean?
I mean, it looks good. I can see the first off, they lined you up good. I like that. And
crispy.
It looks good, man.
Crispy. Yeah. Okay, let's get back on.
You tied it together with the chain and the glasses, Red.
Okay. Oh, hold on now. No, I'm just playing.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me see. I mainly just want to see what the defense is about to do. We got a couple roster bubble players. Then I think we need to take it to running back. You want me to keep going over there? What I want to see? Or are we still just sticking to the defense?
Let's pause for a second. Let's get back on.
Okay.
I just want to address the chat. Give them a little, see what they're talking about. First off, Hungry Panda. Shout out to Hungry Panda. That's your boy.
Oh, Panda's in the building. My guy, Panda. We in the building.
I think he's from what I've heard, it sounds
big
good.
Brain Panda.
He sounds like he's good. Yeah, Board. I think Board should probably play because I don't think Board locked anything up. But I'm with you. Like linebackers,
linebackers got to play. Yeah. All of them. All of them got to play. D linemen, except for those few starters who don't need to play. Is Julian playing? Nah, I ain't seen Julian practice all week.
You know what? I wouldn't.
Neither is Levi.
Nope. It'd be nice to see Julian play a preseason.
I think Okuda should play. Amani should be like you said. Amani should be the only corner that doesn't play. I think Tracy Walker and Deshaun Elliott shouldn't play. I just want to see what Malcolm. I really want to just see Malcolm and Barnes. I want to see. I think they should play a whole half, bro. Y'all can call me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get a lot of film with those two right there. A lot of film.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, they need a lot of reps.
Half.
So I need a sample size with those guys. Know where I'm at.
They should play a whole half, and then after that second half, that's where you can bring in those other guys, the Pittmans, your Gerard Davises, and things like that. But I need to see who I'm putting next.
Then I can pull back. Maybe Board. I can pull back week 3 and play them more.
Correct. 100%. I think Board, Malcolm, and Barnes that whole first half, they need to be switching in and out. Boom, 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 figuring it out. Because I need to see who's going to play the best out of them.
Right.
100%.
Because because then I think week 3, then I want to see more Shondian Hamilton. Because it's, he was solid. He just didn't make any splashes. And I need, Josh Woods, if they're still there, and they will be because they're only 5 cuts. Jared Davis, I know you want to see Jared Davis. I know you didn't bring it up, but I know that's
at fullback. You're right. At fullback. Yep. At fullback. I'm still on that.
He didn't tag you in that. Someone brought that up on Twitter. He showed the clip that we talked about where he ran right into the fullback, and he was talking about, hey, Brad might be onto something. It's like,
bro, he needs to play fullback.
Rad's idea was actually kind of, it wasn't crazy.
It's that big brain, dog. That big brain. You know what I'm saying? How
many quarter starters playing? Yeah, starters aren't playing, Cameron. I mean, I don't want to say it like that. I don't think the starters are playing. That's what we've been told. Colts said they may play 1 or 2, unfortunately. But that's how it was last year. So we just talked about defenders that'll probably play. Some starters might play, but offensively we won't see them. Thinking on the secondary tomorrow. Like I said, I think Rad hit it. Now, Deshaun Elliott be the only one that I could see maybe playing, maybe a little bit. But again, I'm thinking I'm with Rad. It seems like him and Tracy are kind of like, they're kind of lockstep together. So I don't see them playing maybe apart. So if Tracy's not playing, which he won't, I don't see Deshaun Elliott playing. Because there are a lot of safeties. If CJ Moore is good to play, I would like to see him. Quintez, we'll get to the offense in a second. If CJ Moore is good, I would like to see him play. Just see where he's at, because they cut Brady Breeze, which I give you a shout out to, Ray. That was a good call.
Hey, I called it.
Sad,
I told you,
but it was a good call.
I told you, Brady Breeze is gone, dog.
Yeah. It was unfortunate. I was like, oh dang, man. It made sense, but I didn't want to see it happen.
I want to talk about this a little further down. I want to talk about the next wave of cuts.
Okay.
Or we could do that tomorrow. I don't know. We don't have to. We could talk about it tomorrow. We're just talking about the game. No, I kind of want to talk about the next wave of cuts. What you think? Are you cool with that, or you want to wait? Not right now.
Yeah. Well, let's
in a little bit.
I'm cool with talking about it.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to address this.
Or should we wait till after the game? Because we probably need to see how they perform.
We got to do both. I mean, because here's what I think we should talk about today. I think we should talk about the players.
Go ahead.
Guys that we need to see something from. That may be on but guys that need to see it, and then we'll address it and be like, hey, did we see something from them?
Okay, tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. I think if they were going to do something, it would have happened this week. It doesn't sound like it's going to happen to me.
I don't really.
First off, I like the logo, by the way. That looks kind of cool.
That is clean.
Did you make that?
I mean, if we're giving up a 7th round pick, I'd go get the kid, but anything more than that, I don't really think.
They were saying 4th or 5th. I'm like, stop, bro.
Higgs, no, I'm not giving up no 4th or 5th.
Y'all need to stop. I ain't giving him a 4th round pick.
Not at all. No.
Crazy. Yeah.
Like he's a 5. Like we're talking out of 10. I think he's an average quarterback. Is he better than Blau and Boyle? Yeah. He has more snaps, more NFL snaps.
Yeah.
I think he is better,
Blau,
but
to what you said, I do.
I like Blau too. Like I'd rather. Nah, if I hope it doesn't happen. I'm rooting for Goff. I think he's gonna have a solid year. But if something was to, let's just, where I'm going at. I don't even want to finish the sentence. Maybe if something was to,
if he had to go,
then we go out and get a veteran or something, somebody who's somewhat used to the scheme,
right?
Things like that. But we got to give whoever. I think Blau's gonna make it over Boyle. We'll see how he plays this week. If we give Blau that start, if he just ain't performing, and you bring in some veteran who's somewhat used to the terminology and things like that. That's how I think we should move. I don't want to use no 4th or 5th on Mason Rudolph. Like,
no
if you said a 7th, I'm like, well, yeah, I'll give up a 7th to go get him.
Yeah,
that's me.
Yeah,
like a next year 7th, not even this coming draft, but like the 2024, 25
that's
draft.
The thing. I mean, I think it's very likely that he probably doesn't even get re-signed. I mean, maybe they do, but because they do seem to like him, but because Mitchell Trubisky is under contract for 2 years. So Mitchell they may find a way out of that, but we know they got Kenny Pickett, so they just might not even bring him back. And then he can be a free agent anyway, because this is last year of his contract. So it's like you're kind of, and then we re-sign him. It's a backup, so it won't cost that much. But
Steelers is trying to get anything they can for him, because
that's all they're trying to do. Yeah,
right.
They're trying to
do it's smart. It's a good Madden move. You know how you would do it in Madden. Like, yes. I'm not about to just let the dude walk for nothing. Like, I'll take anything at this point. It's a good Madden move.
It's like the season's over and he tried to make a whole bunch of trades on Madden right before the draft because you're like, I want more draft picks.
Like, I get it. I get where Pittsburgh's coming from, but the media is trying to pump up like we may be going to get him. Like you said, we'd already went and got him. I don't think we need to go get him. I want to see a little bit more out of Blau. I like that. I like he's able to improvise. Blau looked
really
solid.
like what I saw last week.
Up into that fumble, I thought he played cool. Like,
yeah. Solid. I mean, I was like, I can, he just looked so under control in that game. And I was like, I could feel good with that as a backup. I really could feel confident with that. And I remember I liked him because I thought he was really under control when we first had to put him in years ago. And I was like, all right. I mean, he's got things to work on, but he looks like he can handle the situation. And I thought week one, it was last week, the first play they had him out there, he looked really under control, man. I mean, they got the pressure and he found Kennedy. He was like, all right. He looks like he's they had the bobbled snap and it was like, he seems like he's fine in the crisis situations in week one, which look good. Now, obviously, he had the jacked up snap, but I mean, to take that out, he needs to bounce back from that. And Boyle, we need to see something. We need to see some sort of rhythm from Boyle because he is just all over the place right now. And I hate to say it because I was hoping he'd take a jump in this offseason because there was a little bit that I liked last year, and it just doesn't seem like there's been that kind of jump. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there like, hey, Blau looks like he may have taken a jump. Blau looks really comfortable with these guys.
He does.
So I don't
Boyle
know.
Still looks sporadic, though.
Hey, maybe they're not putting him on Twitter. Maybe he's out there working with guys in the offseason. I'm just saying, like, he looks good. I mean, he looks real comfortable. Him and Kennedy were definitely doing something in the offseason.
He looks cool.
Yeah.
He made some good throws. I like how he used his legs very well. I mean, Boyle made a couple solid throws, too. That one, he hit it in the turkey hole when they was in cover 2 over to Khalif Raymond. That was a big time throw. That was
the safety kind of messed up there a little bit. I mean,
but it's still,
hey, I'll take the dot.
He put it in the turkey hole. When you could fit it in the turkey hole and cover 2, I'm cool with it because Stafford's really good at fitting it in the turkey hole. So that when he made that throw, I'm like, oh, that kind of felt like Stafford. Then he threw the fade route. He threw the fade route to Funches.
That was a good ball. Yeah,
and then he missed Buddy by a long shot on. I forgot who the receiver was.
Benson.
Like, come on, bro. That's Boyle. That's what I'm talking about. He came back and
hit him with pressure later. I was like, oh, that was good. But it's just that's where it's at.
Then the dumb picks. He's just too sporadic. I like his live arm, but me personally, I'm leaning towards Blau. So,
and that's true too.
I'm looking for something good out of Blau. Hard Knocks trying to make Blau 100%. Have you already talked about Hard Knocks? Can we?
I haven't. So let's do that.
Can we go down there? Okay. Please. Let me start with.
Yes. Go ahead. Let me put some beats on the background.
You can do whatever you need to do.
Yeah. While you're doing this, why did I just?
Hard Knocks. I'm enjoying it because I'm getting to see our Lions. I am enjoying that. But they making it seem like it's really all about. That's super loud.
That ain't doing it. Never mind. Just go ahead. I'm sorry.
Super loud.
Trying to set the mood.
Hard Knocks, bro. They're making it seem like it's about Aiden Hutchinson family, and it's starting to bug me. It is, bro. Like I haven't got to know not one player on the team. Like we don't know not one. Who have they talked to besides like Aiden Hutchinson? And they focusing in on our coaches, which is cool. David Blau.
And one more player. A little bit of who was it? Malcolm Rodriguez, of course.
Amon-Ra St. Brown had his little snippet with his family lifting weights and that. But it's like, bro, can we get? I want to know what a Cuda feeling like. Right. Can we talk to the guy who's already been on Hard Knocks before? Talk to Brockers and golf. Sorry, excuse my language.
Hey, you said you believed in him, so I didn't even take everything you say.
The golf will slip. The golf will slip. The golf will slip.
It was just happening.
It's just too much of Aiden Hutchinson's family. I get he got a pretty sisters and mama and all that, but it's like, bro, turn the camera back to the game, or put the camera on the sideline so we can hear what the players is talking about or the coaches is talking about on the sideline. I don't need to sit up and watch Aiden Hutchinson's sister and Hutch's mama talk about if it's a sack or a tackle for loss. Like, you should know this. Your son has been playing football dang near his whole life. You should know if that's a sack or a TFL.
When she said that, I'm not done. When she said, "Is that a sack?" I'm like, all right, we got to stop.
But come on, man, it's too much about him. I get he our top pick. I get he should have a good NFL career. But like, bro, let's get a little bit more into the football. Like, why we keep focusing in on him? Like he was episode 1 and 2. Like, come on, bro. Like now. I just remember Hard Knocks back in the day. They was carrying conversations with the players. They were showing players cut, things like that. Like, we're not getting that deep inside.
Coming, I think, but to what you said,
I hope it's coming.
We need some player spotlights. I mean, that's
none.
Because they're trying to get. I mean, they are clearly trying to, like, what he said about Blau. Like, they're trying to give us the behind the scenes of, like, the people side of it. I mean, that's what Hard Knocks is, and I love it. Right? It's not just that way. People look at it, I think, from a different point of view too, because not only showing off the city and what we're about, but they're also showing off, like, hey, we talk about the players is getting cut, but they're people, so they're showing the people, and I'm cool with that. But I need to see some Okuda. Why are we not showing the starting quarterback?
I need to see somebody.
What are we doing? I mean, Amani, the guy just had a great year last year. There's no Amani. I mean, Amani's got to be one of the highest selling jerseys for the Lions right now. No question.
They ain't talked to no offensive lineman, no nothing. Like
they got the little fishing part at the beginning. So I mean, there was.
Man, look, I'm not. That ain't enough.
Frank,
dog.
what kind of boat is that, Frank? First off, this is the highest paid center. What is my guy doing? He don't use that. He don't use that boat.
I don't know, man. I ain't heard from Swift. I don't even know what Swift sound like.
Yeah.
Like all I hear is Deuce.
There, but yeah, the
Campbell,
Deuce, the Swift. Yes.
I like how they're getting involved with the coaching staff, but what about the players, bro? Like, I don't know. I love it because it's our team, but I ain't gonna lie. I really didn't enjoy last episode. I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't. It was
here's what was because I think you did enjoy this, and you brought it up to me. So I want to bring it up to you again. The Swift and Deuce.
I love that.
I liked it.
That was cool.
So let's talk about it. You go ahead. What did you think?
I like his coaching style.
Yep.
I like his coaching style. I like how he lit him up, pulled him, put in Jamal, circle back with him, showed him how you could have did this. He showed every running back, stay inside. Look, he went over his shoulder like, look at that. If everybody stay inside, boom, boom, boom. I like when Swift scored the touchdown. He told him like, now you coach me.
Yes.
Like he's giving him a chance to like vent and get things off his mind. I think Deuce Staley is a great coach. I would play very hard for Deuce Staley.
Mm-hmm.
But he still needs to pull that dog out of Swift.
Yeah.
And I want to see that dog out of Swift. Like, because Swift can be good, man. He's quick, he's agile, he's got very good vision, good hands, doesn't fumble really. Like, he just needs to stay healthy and just turn into get that killer instinct, bro.
Right. And and I think Hungry Panda's brought up Swift don't talk a lot. And that's fine. I mean, Swift doesn't have to talk.
You don't have to.
That's who he is. But he needs to to the point that the play that you brought up to me, where he didn't do any kind of move, and it's like, what he could have done something there. It's like he just kind of accepted that he was going out of bounds here.
Yes,
like Swift needs to know, like Deuce was saying, Swift needs to know that you're the best player on the field. Like coming with that confidence, we need him to have that confidence. I thought because last year there was an animal in Swift that I saw when I watched him back. I'm like, yeah, he is fired up.
He was running hard.
Yeah, they just now want him to believe that, hey, don't just be fired up. You're the best out there. So that way you're like, I need to play through this. I need to get out there. And what I liked about Deuce, just kind of my thoughts, because I know a lot of people talk about, I liked about it is, to what you said, they pulled him out. But then it wasn't like they pulled him out and it was like, all right, you're done playing. It's like, nah, they put him back in there. He showed him right back put him back in. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the way that he talked to him. It wasn't like a, because everybody talks about the Patricia stuff. It wasn't like a degrading way. It was like a really, it was a fiery way, which I loved, but it was also like a really good way to send that message that I think gets through to players, because every player is different. But I think the way that he kind of went about it wasn't like, dang, Swift, you're trash. And it was like, now we took you out and not playing anymore. It's like, well, dang, what about, you know what I mean? How do I build? But he built confidence up, I thought, in Swift. I love the way that he handled the whole situation. Like you said, I would love to play for a guy like Deuce Staley. And then obviously he has all the hype that he brings to the game too. So I'm with you there. I thought that was fantastic that they showed that. But we do need some player spotlights, because I don't know what the heck we're doing there. Hey, give me a little bit of Jonah Jackson. I mean, the guy was a Pro Bowler. Give me a little bit of Jonah.
I don't know nothing about none of them, man. All we know is Aiden Hutchinson got a pretty. We know Hutch got a pretty family. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. And it's cool. I'm okay with their sound bites, but when they don't show the play because they're showing the family react to it, I just assumed there that they didn't have a clip from the play. That was my assumption. I'm like, they must have just not got a clip they wanted, so they're like, let's just use this family clip. Because I'm like, they must have just missed something.
It was terrible, man. This is what I mean. I'm not no producer or nothing like that, but they say we in a rebuild, okay? And they say the Detroit Lions has drafted very well the past 2 seasons. So why don't you let us in on this young core that we're building around? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all say we didn't hit on the draft. We're building something special. Talk to the younger dudes who's going to be here for the years to come to help us continue, like, start winning games. Like, start interviewing this young draft core that we had from last year's draft and this year's draft. Let us get to know them a little bit if this is what we're building off of. You know what I mean? Like, let us talk to Twinkle Toes.
Yeah.
Let us talk any of our draft picks. Can we talk to any of our draft picks? We talked to Rodrigo a little bit about his nickname and things like that.
Yeah,
we talked to St. Brown because he's got a chip on his shoulder, but like, can we like focus in on a little bit more of these fools? Like, this is our future. Let's talk to him. I'd like to see Tracy. I'd like to see anybody on the team besides Aiden Hutchinson's family.
And it's cool with Hutchinson. Like, I'm cool with all the Hutchinson you want to do because I know he is the face of the Lions right now.
At this point, you could talk to Jack Fox. You could talk to Jack Fox and I'd be entertained. Like, let me get to know my punter with the big leg. Yeah. Let me talk to the punter with the big leg, man.
I like the Barry thing they put in there. I was like, that's cool. You know, I love when they bring the legends and stuff. But it was like, come on, man. Come on. Because, like, I didn't like the first time. Yeah, I mean, the first time I get why they did what they did. They were trying to, like, promote, because every team I think has to do it, like the Guardians. But it was, like, really long. I was like, okay, this feels like super unnecessary. Like, as a fan, I was like, I don't really care. You know, like this is them clearly like trying to promote the Guardian for the NFL. This has nothing to do with the Lions. They're just showing the Guardian right now,
bro.
And it's like there's parts like that.
They doing us dirty. I'm gonna be real with you. I've seen a lot better Hard Knocks. A lot better Hard Knocks. Even the COVID year was better. Like when they was flipping from the Chargers to the Rams, like that was a more entertaining Hard Knocks than ours. Hutch Knocks. That's pretty much what this is. They need to flip the name to Hutch Knocks. Like I'm like, man, I need to figure out. I don't know, bro. It's doing the most.
Derek Barnes. I mean, yeah, there's just a lot. I mean, I would love to see some Duracell. You know that if there's a guy I could see more of, but I'm with you with Jeff Okudah. That's the guy. I want to see some Okudah. Because if they're trying to like paint guys in a good light, Okudah would be the perfect candidate to do that with. Perfect guy to do it with. Jared Davis. I mean, why would you not throw a little bit of love to Jared Davis? Everybody knows he was the first round pick. Everybody knows he's coming back to Detroit. Like there's some hype about him.
We don't need
to consider it. You would love to see it though. I mean, that would be great to see some.
I don't want to talk to that fool, man. I want to see. It's Okudah's redemption year.
Yeah, so Jared Davis' redemption year, man.
No, it ain't his redemption year.
But it'd be cool to.
You just like Jared Davis, man.
I do, but I think the story's over to do.
If he plays fullback, I'll become a Jared Davis fan.
The story's there, though. He came back to Detroit.
They could. I get what you're saying. They could. They could focus in a little bit on more, like to get to see what he's thinking this time around. 100%. You're right, but I just don't want Jared Davis on the camera like that. Like he's a fool, man. Let me leave Jared Davis alone. He going to end up probably being on our roster. I'm gonna owe you 10 squats. I'm gonna owe y'all 10 squats.
He owes us 90 squats. That was.
I'm gonna owe y'all 10 squats. You know, so
95 squats from what I remember.
You know,
so when you do the 100 squats, that's what we're all gonna. Make sure. Oh my gosh, man. So I don't remember what I was gonna say. So for this week, I wanted to say a couple of things.
We ain't talked about offense. But go ahead.
Yeah, because we need to talk about the offense. Because here's a couple things that I'm going to throw out some stats there because I hit up with a couple, and then we'll discuss offense. First off, as we said, Colts turned the ball. Colts forced 5 turnovers in the first preseason game. 4 in the first half. So Lions need to protect the football. 5 turnovers. They got a lot of young guys there too. I mean, on both sides of the ball. Nick Cross, who maybe we thought could have been a Lions draft pick, Jelani Woods, Alec Pierce. I'm going to say this, though. One more point about the Lions defense and offense. I like the matchup for our corners here. They got a lot of big dudes at receiver. I'm sure Alec Pierce will probably play. Jelani Woods is a huge tight end. Patman's a big receiver. The guy's 6'4". Even Doolin is 6'1". They got a lot of big receivers. Strachan, however you say his guy's name, he's like 6'4". I want to see how we match up against some of those big body receivers because I feel like we do match up well with whether it's Savion Smith. I want to see him go to battle. Bobby Price, because they're going to try to take some shots on us. I mean, Nick Foles is a vet. He's going to try to push the ball on us if he gets the opportunity whenever they hold up, because I think our D-line should dominate here. But when they get opportunities, he's going to try to push the ball so Kirby Joseph and our corners match some of these big, deep threats that they got on the outside that they're trying to get in here, because it won't be the Michael Pittmans, but they got some guys. Now, on the offense side of the ball, Brad, what are you looking for? Because it's probably going to be all backups across the board here.
I'm looking at that running back battle. I think your boy's on the chopping block. I know you don't want to hear me say it, but Jefferson, I think he has to have a solid game. Jamar Jefferson has to have a solid game, or he could be, because this next wave right here is going to be a lot of cuts. Like, what are we getting down to? What, 75?
5. It's just 5 more.
Oh, it's only 5 more?
Yeah, I thought it was more too. And then it's
I thought we get down to
75.
75. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's only 5.
he might make it another week. I thought we were
He
cutting
gonna
down
make
to
it
like,
another week.
I thought we were cutting 15 jokers this week.
Yeah, no, just
It's not
5.
75?
Just 5. Because we're at 85 now, and then it's to 80, and then it's 50.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see what Jamar Jefferson, because I think he is on the bubble. I really do think he's on the bubble because he's got Justin Jackson behind him and he got Godwin behind him. You got 3 other cool running backs. One's a return specialist, so you got to show that you can do well in the pass game and obviously running the ball. I think he is somebody to look at. Obviously, our backup offensive lineman, all of them, but Evan Brown, I feel like is solid. I mean, he's the only one that's solid. I'm sorry. The rest of them are just – so we're going to need to see
some – week 1.
He wasn't. But I still believe in Evan
But
Brown. He showed last year that he can play some good football.
Right.
I mean, Cincinnati was going to sign him, but he was going to be the starter at the Bengals. So obviously that tells you something about Evan Brown. What? I like Evan Brown. I'm happy we retained him.
I'm with it. I just don't know how we got the guy back. But I need to see it though, because I was so hyped with the resigning. I need to see it now.
You know? I want to see how our tackles are about to respond. Our offensive tackles, every last one of them, just the whole offensive line in general. And then we got that receiving battle, like Cephas, Benson. All y'all need is running backs. I don't know.
He was asking if y'all need running back. Shout out to Last Second Sports in the building.
Oh, my guy. We in the building. Check it. So let me get back on track. The receiving battle, obviously the Kennedy, the Cephas. I hope Pimpleton has a big week. For some reason, man, I want Pimpleton to make our 53 roster. I really do. I think he's electric.
He didn't do much at all in the first game.
I know. So I think he's going to get a little bit more time to shine. All the receivers are going to get more time to shine. I think they probably should stop throwing it to Kennedy so much. We need to see if everybody else can catch a ball.
right? Because we don't get any. We just know what he is, man. He will go for 9 receptions tomorrow.
Like, am I being rude? Like, okay, we know what Tom Kennedy is about. He balls in preseason. He did it last year. Yep. Like, we know what Tom Kennedy is about. Can I see Pimpleton? Can we continue to throw the ball? I think we should target Trinity Benson 15 times to see if we got something in him. I really target Trinity Benson. I want to know if he can take over a game.
And he's making plays in joint. Have you seen them? Like he's taking the top off, man.
He was doing his thing. So I really want to target Trinity Benson because I want to see if we got something with the kid. And obviously, is Cephas playing?
I don't think he will.
I know, man. I need my guy Cephas back, but I want Benson to get a lot of looks because I want to know if is he worth keeping?
Right.
Because I think I kind of know what Cephas is about. We know what Tom Kennedy is about. And then I want Pimpleton to have a big week. And then obviously I want to see James Mitchell. I want to see Mitchell, the tight end. Is he going to show up? Like, where's he at?
Funchess was good. So Funchess and Mitchell, I think there's –
Funchess is back, though. He had a stinger.
Yes. So I would love to see some Funchess eat because Funchess could be an exception where they just figure it out. Like, hey, it doesn't matter what we label him as. He's a playmaker in the red zone. That's it. And, you know, if James Mitchell's playing now, he's going to have to keep building on really good days to find a way in there. Because to what you said, like, here's how I'm thinking the roster is looking right now, Red. With receiver, we know not J-Mo, but DJ, Josh, St. Brown. We always struggle with this. DJ, Josh, St. Brown. Who am I missing? Khalif Raymond. And I think Cephas, Trinity Benson, and I think 7 right now they're going with Tom Kennedy. I think that's where they're at right now. So I think Funchess has to keep having great days, and Kennedy probably has to keep lighting it up. I mean, I know we want to see Pimpleton, but I think Kennedy's got to keep lighting up because they're mixing Kennedy in with the ones. So while we know what he is, he can't have a 1 reception day because as soon as he has 1 reception, a drop, Kennedy's out. I think he's out immediately. They know what he is because he keeps lighting it up every single day. And it's like, dude, we can't not play him. Just like to Malcolm Rodriguez going back to Hard Knocks. I love that too. It's like, hey, someone's got to stop this guy because he's going to start week 1. I don't want him to.
Y'all going to force me to play this rookie.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Y'all going to force me to play this rookie. He's doing the little things, man.
Yeah. You just know what
he ain't a first, second, third, fourth round pick. Y'all are going to force me to play this kid. I know Malcolm Rodriguez. I mean, I just want during that scene, I bet you Malcolm was just like, shit, let me just continue to look straight. Don't smile. He didn't react don't shrug my shoulders. Because he got all these other men around him, and he's getting all this praise. And I just know, like, he is playing good football.
They all think about his dance move. That's what they're thinking about while he's saying that.
And in the NFL, it's a business, so they get it. But I know, like, at a Division I level, if you sitting here hearing some, dang, they just on his nuts. Like, hold on, man. Like, I'm playing well too. Like, you know what I mean? But so I don't know where we went off on.
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
I think it was Tom Kennedy. We were talking about Tom Kennedy. He can't drop the ball. I know. Let me get.
Yeah, he needs to keep lighting the day up. I'm sorry. That was awesome, though. I loved it. I absolutely did.
It was a great scene.
Week 1. We agreeing on that? I believe it. Okay. Yeah. He's starting week 1 next time.
He's gonna start. If he comes out and put another game together, if he just builds off what he did last week,
give him one splash play. Just give him one splash play.
He get one. He get one splash play. It's over. Like
give him a pick. It's over. You give him a pick. It's over,
bro. He get a pick. He's starting 100%. You can lock it in. Lock that in. Lock it in. He get a pick. You can lock it in. Marco Rodriguez is starting. Straight up. I'm telling you, bro.
My man said, "Will Rodriguez make first team All Pro?"
Sure.
Oh my goodness. I wanted to address this real quick, Red. Because we always show love to the movies. I do think Prime Video is worth it because I think when you have Prime Video, you also get Amazon Prime like shipping. Amazon Prime, I love it. So I'm going to throw that out there. They got some whack stuff on there. I'm just throwing that out, but they got a lot.
The Boys is on there. The Boys is nice.
Yes. It's got what I like is like I could just click something random. It may be hot trash. It may be good, but I find like a lot of stuff on there that you won't find that just other platforms just won't put on there. All right, Red, back to offense. What you feel about the receiver room, man? Because we were just talking about Pimpleton and
you hit it. I think we're pretty deep. 7 receivers seems like a lot though, bro.
Yeah.
So
it's Benson versus Kennedy right now. That's what it is right now.
Yeah. And if we're going off,
because Kennedy seems like he's lighting it up in practice, and I do feel like Kennedy. I feel like it's even right now. Because even though Kennedy's the less in preseason, I still feel like it's even just because they're just trying to find anything they can right now. Kick return, okay, that wasn't it. Keep giving the refs the first, take the tops off, like because he just has it. He has the element that they like, which is just more dynamic. But Kennedy just keeps lighting it up. Khalil Pimp, hey, here's what we need. Trinity Benson needs a bomb for a touchdown, 4 receptions, no drops, and I think he is then in the lead, no matter what Kennedy does.
I'm gonna tell you right here. This is what I think. I think Benson is gonna make it. Kennedy's gonna get cut. If we didn't have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Kennedy's in because Kennedy to me is more of a slot. And at this point, you got like St. Brown, Khalif Raymond, and now do we need 3 slots? And he's not like super explosive either. It ain't like he's just to me he reminds me of like a Welsh Welk or an Amendola, like a Edelman. Like he can just get open. He's tough, but he's not about to take the top off the defense or anything like that. Runs good routes, smart player, things like that. I think Kennedy's probably going to get cut just because it's like we don't need to carry 3 slots. Like if he can show that he could play some outside, then like yeah. But I think Benson gives us more on the outside, and we're going to keep Benson until J-Mo comes back, and then that's who I think we're going to cut.
Okay. And by the way,
I don't think Kennedy's making it. And Pimpleton will be on our practice squad, but I hope he makes it.
Khalif. I'm sorry.
Khalif Raymond. Yeah. Khalif.
Have you seen that?
Khalif.
Have you seen that? He's like, call me Khalif.
Nah.
He wants to be called Khalif, not Khalif. It's Khalif.
All
right. It'll take a minute, but I'll get it.
We can call you whatever. Whatever. Just score some touchdowns and return some punts.
That's all I got to do. But you went on something huge there. The second string offensive line, because I was hitting on it before you came in.
Go ahead.
I mean, aside from Evan Brown, because I know like he'll pick it back up. I believe in that. They gave him a 2-year deal, I think, or maybe it was 1 year. I don't know. Trey McCramer, I feel pretty good about. But aside from that, Logan Stenberg needs a huge day. If he's gonna even get into this battle, he needs a big game where he's just locking people up. He's showing us that he's a mauler in the run game, and he just needs to dominate every single rep. I think because they got some dudes in the interior there, even though they're backups. I was high on Eric Johnson coming out, Taekwon Lewis. They got some really good interior young guys in there that are going to make it work. So they need to have a huge bounce back. And backup tackle 100% is just someone just give me something to cling on to because I'm trying to cling on to Kendall Lamb right now. But I don't know what to do. I mean, I just aside from that, he's like my last hope. I feel like with tackle right now. I feel like that's where we're at right now. Other than that, I'm like I don't know what we got, man. I still think we're gonna grab somebody once like the cuts happen,
we're gonna pick somebody up week 1 and throw him in. Like I think we're gonna grab a veteran that gets cut at offensive line.
Okay.
We can't be comfortable with the backup offensive line that we have. What? I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm just agreeing with you.
we
man.
can't
That's
be
where it's at.
comfortable.
So
Only
for-
position
I
we're
just-
comfortable at is center.
It's
Like,
still
we can't be
shocking me
comfortable.
that the Lions didn't address this at all. I mean, as much as I love what Bradham's done, it's still shocking to me that they have not done anything really to really address this spot. Like they
Not at
gave a
all.
UDFA some money, but they didn't sign a vet. They gave a UDFA some money, and they just picked up a guy that just became available.
But also to Brad Holmes' defense, how are you going to address it though? You already have 2 tackles for like the next 7 years.
Yeah.
So do we really want to waste some type of draft capital on a backup player that we know that
I get it, yeah.
he never has a chance to start?
But he
just
like
in case
the
of injury,
he
so it's
went and
like
got Trinity Benson. I just can't believe he wouldn't have done something like that for tackle, right?
Well, at that point when we got Trinity Benson, our receiving core was buns.
Our backup tackle core is buns right now,
It's
right?
buns,
That's like-
but they're not like. But they were
But they're
thinking
not-
probably
yes,
Trinity
they don't need
Benson
to
could come in and like be a potential starter last season.
right.
Like if we make some type of trade or use some draft capital on a tackle, we know he's never going to start unless he's never going to play not unless there's an injury.
He'll
So
play
that's
as
why
a-
I'm
he
just
can
like-
play as a swing though.
So how much are we really wanting to spend on that backup position? Me, I just want to go get an old Wiley vet for the
Yeah.
low. Like that's what
That's
I would have
how-
liked to
yeah.
do. I wouldn't use any draft capital or trade, but I would have definitely went and got some 33-year-old tackle who's had a lot of snaps in the NFL that can just, we know what we're gonna get out of you. You ain't gonna be a stud, but you ain't gonna be a dud either. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's why I wanted us to go get Riley Reef or where's
Yeah,
where's Wagner at? Wagner. You
We
remember
should have got
Wagner?
Cornelius Lucas, man.
Yeah,
I would have been all over that, man.
yeah. Is he still in the league? I don't know if
Yeah,
Cornelius
yeah.
Lucas- I would have
Yeah.
got Jamarcus Russell. No, I'm just playing.
Hey,
Put his big ass at tackle.
Hey, now
I
that
don't-
would be on Hard Knocks. They would show that on Hard Knocks. I would hope.
100%.
I would hope so.
I'll take any type of backup.
So let's
tackle,
do
any
this,
bet.
Brad. I'm gonna put you on a spot because I put you on a spot last week, and it's just I don't know why we do, but that's what we're gonna do. So I need a list. I need 5 players: offense, defense, special teams. Because let's just hit on special teams, then we'll go to this. Special teams. Well, obviously we need to see the kicker battle keep going because Austin Seibert's in the lead right now. I mean, he's in the lead right now. I think we can all agree on that. So we need to keep see that battle playing out. But when it comes to the top five players, offense, defense, special teams, that need to show you something tomorrow, and then we can come back and revisit it and say whether or not they did. Who are those guys? And if you can't think of 5 and you need one, then bounce it back to me. I'm going to be thinking of them too.
Jamar Jefferson.
Okay.
He's got to show me something because I really feel like he's on the bubble. I'm gonna say Demetrius. I'm gonna say Demetrius Taylor because I think
Okay.
he can make the 53. Not saying that he's like playing bad or anything like that, but I think the undrafted kid could make the team because we're not super strong at D tackle, interior D lineman. Austin Bryant, I think he's gonna make it just because there's no Romeo and we need a big end and Pascal's out. So
Yeah.
I don't want to throw his name out there. Mike
like it,
Hughes.
yeah, he's
Mike
really
Hughes.
Mike,
Hughes
that's a
is
good
guy.
one. That's
Mike
money,
Hughes.
yes.
That's a guy that we need to see something from because, like, are
Yeah,
you going to play on the
he's
inside,
going to mine,
outside? You need to figure it out because we're kind of deep and your name ain't coming up in a lot of conversation. So Mike Hughes is somebody I need to see. And if he's smart, he'd take it to the outside because I think Chase Lucas is going to be a dog, man. I want to see somebody Chase Lucas. That's the kid right there, Chase Lucas. After the snippets I seen last week, I don't know what it was a small sample, but I feel like he could be something special. I don't know, man. Like he just seems real quick. He's a heady player. He's got really good instincts. Like he wants to tackle.
He's played a lot.
So
football,
and to be real, like, and I'm a fan of AJ Parker, but I think he could be pushed for his starting spot, especially after what we seen last week. And I don't think he played that good last year to where he's just like a shoe-in. Like we got our nickels. We're set.
Right.
No. And I think Chase Lucas could take his spot. So I want to see somebody Chase Lucas, Mike Hughes, Jamar Jefferson. I want Funches too.
Funches, money.
Because I think that's even though he had a good week, Funches is still on the bubble because Brock Wright, we got the rookie, and I want Funches. I'm rooting for Funches. I think Funches would help this team. I want Funches to make the team.
It's a good 5.
Iffy. Where's
He
Iffy?
won't play. He
ain't practiced
I don't know
in
what
2 weeks.
He has. Yeah.
Iffy. Okay,
We
but
need
we're
to
gonna
just get him
cancel. Let me see who else out there. Kirby Joseph. I want to see what we got out of Kirby Joseph. I was beating the drum for Kirby Joseph to be drafted, and we drafted him. I'm gonna say Kirby Joseph too, man. I know he did very well making his tackles, but he did get scored on, things like that. I want to see him tighten up in the pass area, but I was really impressed with his tackling because that was like Kirby Joseph, like coming into the draft, like the kid. Needs to
that
work
was
on
your
his
knock. I remember we talked about Kirby, and that was your knock on him. You like, he needs. Yeah, I don't like.
He needs to work on his tackling, and he even said it when he did the interviews with our team. Like he's like, he's like, I need to improve on tackling. But last week he showed he can make all them open field tackles. So I want to see something out of him too. I know I gave you more than 5. My bad. I mean, there's a lot of players I want. There's stuff I need to see because I think we got some people I feel like are on like second or third string who could push some jokers for some starting time. And I think to start with Chase Lucas, I think that's the number one person I think he could really push for a starting spot. And Malcolm Rodriguez, obviously, but I want to see Chase Lucas start tomorrow, just to like let AJ Parker like, bro, your job's not locked in, like.
Yeah.
So you better continue to work on.
I get it.
Continue to work on your craft and continue to like do your responsibility. Don't overdo it, AJ
He didn't
Parker.
play very much at all. He didn't play very, and for him it wasn't like I don't remember.
I didn't play was not good.
His run defense was like, what are we doing here? So
and that's normally when he was solid last year. You remember last year we talking about, bro, 41 is going in there. He's getting back there before the linebackers.
Yeah, he'll hit, he'll battle. He just,
you know what I mean? Like we was in love with the little young kid, but it's like
because he was always where he was always where he, like he didn't always make a play, but you just knew he was going to be where he
was reliable.
Yes, and he wasn't that in the first draft. So we just need to see that come back. I would like to see AJ Parker make something happen in man coverage. That's what I would like to see because that's my biggest hit on him. Because last, like I said, we could trust where he could be. I liked him in zone. I really don't trust him that much in man. So he said he got stronger. I want to see him be physical and just be able to, really lock someone up in man coverage would be great. Just one rep, give me something there to just, like, oh, that looked good,
Right.
Because I don't remember. I mean, that was just not it last year with him.
Right.
So I usually had a lot of good names there.
My
Austin
bad.
Bryant. No, it's a lot of good ones, man.
You
didn't put Austin Bryant in there. You put Jamar Jefferson.
Because I think Austin Bryant, I think he's locked in.
Yeah.
Due to injury.
I do too. Yeah.
And he's not playing bad either. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you kind of know what you're getting out of Austin Bryant.
He should light them up tomorrow.
I would hope.
He absolutely should. So here's one. Speaking on it, Anthony Pittman. I really liked what he did first game. He should light him up tomorrow. He keeps playing with the first team. There's no reason he doesn't go crazy against some of these dudes because he should play. He needs to go crazy on the edge again or even more. I would throw Godwin in there, but to do that, I'd have to throw the entire backup offensive line. So
all them running backs, all the running backs,
all of them.
I think all the running backs is like, and I think I'm gonna be honest. I feel like last week. I mean, Swift got to play like he had to, and Jamal had to. But I feel like last week, since the starting offensive line was playing, that was the week I feel like we figure out who's that fourth string running back or that third string running back because they're behind one of the best offensive lines. So the holes are going to be better. Now we just need to see if you have the vision and could possibly make and miss and run hard. Like last week, I think would have been the week to kind of figure out: is it Jamar Jefferson? Is it Godwin? Because tomorrow
they play offensive line. Let everybody down. Everybody, everybody struggled behind him.
They're bummed. So, like the running lanes is going to be terrible.
It was like no one did well behind him. It was like, what are we doing? Like, what am I supposed to take from this? You know what I mean?
So it's like last week would have been, I think, is when we should have tried to figure out which one of these running backs we keeping because Craig is in the game. Netflix is being kept. Now we need to figure out Jamar Godwin or Justin Jackson because tomorrow is going to be hard for them boys because that offensive line is.
They gotta. I mean, 1 through 5 could be that. I mean, here's I like we already hit on that, so I'm not even gonna include him in the list because it's just we all know. So let's not I would say I need Kendall Lamb because I've been on him. I want to see him keep going, and to do that at the same time, I'm gonna put Obina Eze because I'm really feeling like he's not gonna make the team at this point.
We need to see. Yep.
I like that you put Khalil. I like that you brought up Khalil Pimpleton because I want to see, but I just ain't thinking he's making the team, but I do like Khalil Pimpleton.
He probably wrong. I'm just rooting for him because I see he can be electric when he gets the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like he's the type of guy you could throw a little jailbreak screen or a bubble screen, and he could turn that into 10.
So let me throw Benson on my list then,
because I think he has more wiggle than Khalif Raymond. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I think he has more
right?
jukey in him than Khalif.
A little more make you miss, yeah.
He has a little bit more make you miss.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like I feel like that's a guy that can help us win some football games. Like he's a gadget player. That's what he is.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not bad to have a gadget player on your roster. But I mean, St. Brown's a gadget player, so is Raymond, but he just got a little bit wiggle in him. And I know he's going to end up on our practice squad. But go ahead, man. I didn't mean to continue on with your list.
Didn't the Bears like use a 3rd-round pick on a gadget player? What did the Bears do, man?
Probably.
Oh my God, man. The Bears is anyway.
Jenkins playing right guard now. I don't know if you've seen Tevin Jenkins playing right guard.
The Bears are a mess, bro. The Bears are.
I still like him. I know he plays for an enemy,
too,
but I like Tevin Jenkins, man. I do.
They were talking about
he got that grit.
Talking about the Bears, and they were like, the Bears just aren't a good team, man. Their roster just isn't good. I'm like, oh my goodness, but it's really not. Anyway, what am I gonna say? Jeremiah Jefferson trash.
Panda, I think that's Justin Jackson when we consider him our speed back. Because I think you're right. We don't have like a true burner. Godwin's a speed back, but
Godwin's pretty darn fast. Yeah,
and so is Justin Jackson. I think.
He got a little scoot to him. If I remember right, he does. I think he ran the 4.4s. If we're going by 40-yard, Jamar's not. Yeah. But to me, I mean, I thought Jamar did some solid things last week. Because to your point, I didn't think anybody ran well. Now that 1 2-yard gain that you pointed out, he was making some guys miss. Yes. And I think that's more of the style he is, because Jamar's not really that as much as Justin Jackson might be. So I'm with you there. Like, you know, what they say in a phone booth, make you miss. He might have more
Justin
of that.
Jackson can do that.
Yeah. I thought Jamar did some good things in pass, bro. And he caught a pass, which I was like, hey, there you go. That's what I need to see from him. But yes, who else?
I want to Chuba Hubbard too, Panda.
Savion Smith is a must watch for me. Because as much as I think Mark Gilbert's done some good things, I think Savion Smith, the guy they got their eye on, because they're putting him everywhere. And Savion Smith, this is a game for Savion. Like, this is laid out for you against these big receivers to go. Because you, Bobby Price, and Gilbert, like, you all three are kind of like in a battle against each other. But this is a game for Savion, and this is a game for even Bobby Price. This is a game that you guys could have a really good day, I think. And there's just your matchups. You match up well against these guys. And then let's put one more in there. Let's go. Jared Davis, of course, absolutely, because he's going to get good reps. He'll be with the backups. He'll be probably with the second team. I think they'll probably put him with Chris Board.
What
I need to see that. I need to see him again. But I mean, with you, every linebacker I can throw on this list. I want to see more Sean Dean Hamilton because I know we both like him.
Yes, I do.
I want to see more Josh Woods because I thought he played well. I just feel like Josh Woods is one of those guys that there's no way he gets in there. I just don't see it happening. He needs to do something spectacular that just maybe everybody starts looking at him. I just don't see it. I just don't think it'll happen. He's just so far down right now. It's not going to happen. Yeah, he needs a pick. He needs a sack. Something that just like puts eyes on him because he played well. He's just so far down the list right now that even on special teams, he's a good player. So it's tough, man. But those would be mine. I'll put Kendall Lamb, Obina Eze. I love that you put Mike Hughes on there. Definitely Trinity Benson, Savion, and Jared Davis.
That's a good list.
Yeah, this is good though. We got a lot of.
I don't know what you need to see out of Jared Davis, but okay.
I mean, I just need to see him. You know, keep doing what he's doing. Keep doing what you do, man. Just keep working. Keep getting better. Look, here's the thing. If he
plays fullback, he's gravy. No, but go ahead.
No, as long as he doesn't miss a couple of lanes, as long as he cleans up some of the mistakes, Jared Davis showed that he can make some play. He's a playmaker that's a little bit loose right now. That's what he is. He's a loose playmaker right now. I just need to see him tighten up some things because I could say the same thing about Derek Barnes. I think Jared Davis was better than Derek Barnes last week. So that's how I feel about it. And they're playing Derek. And I'm throw out who he's playing against. Just doing your job, what he brought to the table in coverage, when he brought us a blitzer, he looked better than Derek Barnes.
Because he was going against the third strings and he's been in the league for 6 years.
Yeah, but here's 100%. But that's my thing. Derek Barnes is playing with the ones because it wasn't Alex. But he's playing with them. Derek Barnes needs to play way better because the same little mistakes that he's making is the same mistakes that Jared Davis was making. But Jared Davis popped more to me. Derek Barnes had one good play in there. and he's just a risk taker right now. Jared Davis, I don't think it's him taking risk. I think it's just Jared Davis is there to make something happen, and he doesn't. Like, he was there to make a play on the running back, and then he ran into the fullback. It was like, why did – so it's like that
because he's
for me.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. I'm not gonna go down that Jared Davis path.
Let's not go down that
I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone. I get what you're saying, 100%, bro. I do. I'm gonna leave it alone because I think he's terrible. But okay, yeah.
Chad, if you want to throw him some questions, man, before I think we're gonna start to wrap this thing up. Right? You got anything
tomorrow
else that you want to hit on? Okay, go ahead.
So tomorrow we're gonna go like 7:00 your time, Eastern. Last Second Sports.
Okay, for a post-game show.
Post-game
show. All right.
Chat, make sure you tap in at Last Second Sports. We're gonna do a post-game. Come with some questions, everything. We're gonna go live tomorrow after the game. 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern, Last Second Sports. I want to hit on one more thing.
Go ahead.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. That's in my head, man. You know what I'm saying?
I really want to know this because this is your boy. Is Jamar Jefferson making the team? Yes or no?
Yes. Are you asking the chat or me? Because
you truly believe that. You 100%. Truly believe that. Okay.
I truly believe it.
Okay.
But I would like to see him because I thought last year there was like sparks in his game. Like there was like, ooh, that was a cool play. Like there was flashes. Yeah, Craig Reynolds just ate the entire time. So it was like, all right, he's a guy. But Jamar Jefferson had some flashes last year that he didn't have flashes in his first game. I do blame a lot on the offensive line, but I would like to see him flash a couple more times. But he's making the team.
Okay.
He's running back 4. He's making the team. Yeah.
I want to hit on one more thing. So tomorrow, Panda, Big Brain, you could jump on the show tomorrow. I'll put the link in the description.
There you go.
Big Brain Panda. Yeah, I'd love to, see your face, talk to you some more because we've been on the same page a lot of things, Panda. And then I got another question for you.
Okay.
Do you think Bobby Price is making the team?
Ooh, that's tough. I think no. Because I think originally I was thinking yes, but I feel like right now at this moment, Savion Smith has a better shot to make the team than Bobby Price.
Ooh, okay. Ooh,
but I'm with you, man. I mean, he grew on me a little bit watching him back, but he just gives up too many plays. But it's not like because I dislike what he's done. I just think they like Savion a little bit more.
Okay.
Because he's another bring back from last year. I think Bobby Price just gets more attention because he's been around for so long.
Mm-hmm. I got another one.
Okay.
Do you think Demetrius Taylor really got a good?
Hold it back. 1 sec. Do you think Bobby Price is making the team?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Where? Where?
No, it kind of depends, man. Like, man. So it depends on this. Like, what are we gonna get out of Mike Hughes? I feel like we got to see.
Okay. Is
he gonna be on the outside or inside? Things like that.
That's a great question.
That cornerback. I mean, the cornerback room is just kind of. We need to figure out what's gonna happen with these backups. Because as of right now, it's like Will Harris is locked in for one of the backup spots or Okudah, but I know they're gonna give that job to Okudah over Will Harris. They can say they have a positional battle there just to get the competition going, but realistically, the world knows it's Okudah spot. Okay, It is what it is. Let's put that out there. So now we got to figure out, so is that other position going to be Mike Hughes until Jerry Jacobs comes back? Because I think we're only going to keep, I would say, honestly, we're only going to keep.
That's a great question.
Outside corners, I think it's only going to be 5 of them because you got the flexibility of if he needs to move to the outside, he can do that.
Okay. But he'll be listed as a safety. So, yeah.
Right. But there's no need to keep, I think, 6 corners because you got a safety that also has.
Yeah, I think they keep 6 corners.
You think it's 6? I think it's 5.
I think they'll keep.
Because you're talking about we're keeping 7
players.
We're keeping 7 receivers, so you got to go thin somewhere.
I don't think they keep 7. I don't think they keep 7. I think that's the battle right now.
Okay, 7.
Kennedy will probably get cut or Benson will. I think that's
okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be. I see us keeping. You said the whole DB room.
For what?
You said you think we're gonna keep 11 DBs.
I would say,
including safeties.
Let's roll through it real quick. Jeff will make it. Jeff Okudah, Amani, AJ Parker, I would throw Mike Hughes in there, Will Harris, Chase Lucas, and then I would say for safety, Tracy Walker, Deshaun Elliott, C.J. Moore, Iffy,
and Kirby Joseph.
So 11.
Okay.
Those would be the 11. But then I'm like, yeah, Savion Smith, I think, is on the outside looking in.
I like that 11. I'm
yeah.
You know what? I back that 100%. That 11 right there.
Okay, Rand. There we go.
I back that 11.
We get a clap wherever you're at.
I back that 11 100%. That's a good 11.
That's good.
That's a realistic 11 too.
Yeah. We got some special teamers in there.
I like that.
Now, hey, honestly, there may be a spot of because Iffy may not. I mean, I'm really getting worried here. I don't know if Iffy's going to come in on the roster. He feels like he's on line to be in some sort of list. I hope not, though. If he's healthy, those are 11.
Him and Julian, like, what's the deal? So we got
Juju Hughes.
Dang, when we gonna pop off our 53? I think next week we need to pop off our 53.
Another updated 53.
Yeah,
I think
we got
after
to.
tomorrow we should update where we think our 53 is at on your show.
You want to do it? You want to do it tomorrow?
Just the updated 53. Just kind of where we're at every week.
Okay.
Kind of update.
Okay, because I want to see if we get it right. Because I think we could get like 98%.
Ooh, 98%. Okay.
I think we
could do pretty good this year. Yeah.
Like real talk, I think we getting that like a real number. I think we can hit like 90%.
I think we can hit them all. I really do.
I think we can hit
most spots.
53. I think we can hit the 53.
You know, I saw a team, another team. I don't know who it was. Maybe you guys saw it. They do a game where you predict the 53, you submit it to the team, and if you get it right, you like win something.
Ooh.
I was like, that's sweet. Lions should do that. You know, we always talk about the 53. There was another team that does that. I think it was the Patriots.
I think we could hit it. Shout out to Banks. What's happening, Banks? I see you in the chat. Shout out to the whole chat, man. Shout out to the whole chat. Tapping in. What it do?
Yes, sir. BB Ipsy's in the building. I see you. What do you say? Did any of you see Frank Ragnall's video of him taking Jared Goff fishing and Goff caught a nasty big pair of underwear? Is that on his Instagram? I want to see that now.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't see that either.
I didn't see that one.
That's Hard Knocks. That's next week. Hard Knocks headline. Goff catches underwear. Here we go.
I did not see that one.
And we'll have Hutchinson's parents react to it.
I did not.
They said,
"Oh God, Hutchinson." Said, I'm so tired.
Is that octopus?
I'm so tired of his parents.
Was that a sack? Sorry,
I'm so tired of his parents. Hey, real quick, I gotta say this though.
All love to him. Yes,
I do.
Go ahead.
That's I love doing shows with you, man.
Absolutely, me too, Rad. These are the best.
I just want to throw that out there. I know I'm getting all sentimental and getting all soft, but I enjoy doing shows with you. I love it. Chat, I appreciate all y'all always tapping in. We really do. I do.
Yeah.
All that. I think we got over. But I need to ask the chat one thing though. Real talk. I need y'all to do one thing, chat. There's 159 people watching with only 70 likes. So I need you to take a second and just hit that thumb one time for the one time. That's it. I don't ask a lot. I really don't. I don't think I ask a lot.
No.
Just take a sec. It takes literally 2 seconds. Just hit that thumbs up one time. Because it's 150 some people here, only 70 likes. That's it. I'm done. That's it.
Chat, I love that you said that because here's always my thing. I feel like for the chat, it's like this. I don't say it because it's like this. If you like it, you'll like it.
100%.
Like I always, but at the same time,
but they love it.
Reminder. That's my thing, man. If you need a little reminder, it is down there. Just so you know. Brad, I love doing these shows too, man. These are the best shows. Because like to what you say, like I plan for them, like I'll make notes and stuff, but it's just a good time throughout. You know what I mean? I don't have to
we have great shows.
We just let it
talk
flow. About movies and stuff. I love it.
It's got a little bit of everything going on. We be knowing we be talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't be off the wall on nothing. Really, if Brad Holmes tapped in, we can make the Lions a better team if he tapped in. Like I'm not playing right now though. So I'm being so serious. If he tapped in and like got some of these big brain ideas from us, like
hey, I believe it. I mean, especially the things I'd be saying because I'd be laying it down. When I talk about Jared Davis,
you know what? We was doing good, right?
Like Red does his thing, but really, like if you just cut out the parts that I'm talking, we might make the Super Bowl, man. I'm just saying, Chat knows.
Yeah.
Some
of your stuff. Right there, bro.
Now you got to pronounce his name. You got to pronounce his name before you tell him where it's at, Red.
It's right underneath me. Last Second Sports. That's the YouTube. We're going live tomorrow, 9 Eastern, 4 Pacific after the game.
Who are we talking to?
I'm talking to Zach Kawakowski. Kawakowski. I don't know, man. That's a hard one, bro. Did I do good, Zach? Did I do good? Go subscribe. Hit that subscribe right there. Last Second Sports. You dig? But thank you, Panda. Shout out to Panda Big Brain. Oh, I don't know, man. I just want to tell you I appreciate you, man. I love doing shows with you. I sped over from the barbershop to get here. I literally did speed.
We appreciate it, Red. I mean, it looks good. So you came on here looking good, and that was awesome.
I ran a couple yellow lights.
Ooh,
I did.
Okay, that's dangerous. Now, are you one of those people that like when they see the yellow light, you kind of like speed up? You're like, oh, let me hit the brake real hard.
It depends on how far I am.
But like you feel like the majority of the time, like as soon as you see a yellow light,
I'm taking it.
I got to start.
I'm taking it.
I'm taking like, all right, let's get through this.
I'm majority of the time I'm taking that yellow, 100%.
Okay. Chat, what are you? Put a 1 for you're kind of like looking to go through it. 2, you're kind of slowing down.
I'm going through that thing.
Okay. Yeah, it is on
because I don't like driving, so I'm trying to get to where I need to get and get out this driving seat. I hate driving.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't know how people, and you drive a lot, so I mean,
yeah. So I hate driving.
Driving to this training camps, I hate it, man. I can't stand sitting there in the car. I mean, it's like an hour and a half, but I'm just like, I need to get out. I need to make a stop.
Nothing. I do that on a daily.
Can't do it, man. It's whack.
Justin said he's a one. He's pushing through. Crazy clowns pushing. Hey, people pushing through. See, we pushing through that light, bro. Ain't nobody about to sit in no yellow.
Ooh, got a lot of ones.
I'm
going to give you a ticket. Slow down. Be safe.
I just got a ticket. I got a ticket on. I got to pay on. I actually just did a course too. It's called U-Turn 180. You find out a lot of stuff about driving in that course, though. I'm gonna be real.
Oh, so it's good.
It's a really good course.
So you recommend it? Like do this?
100%. And the police officer at court actually told me, like, hey, recommend it to all your friends and family. U-Turn 180. It'll open your eyes about driving.
Really?
But for real, it's a lot of.
There's a lot of things I feel like I'm driving. I don't know. I just kind of like.
It's a lot of little stats about like statistics of like crashes and all this different type of stuff. And it was 45 questions, and I got 100%. Ooh.
Okay, Red.
I ain't never made 100% on a test.
That's good.
I took a screenshot.
That's sweet. You got to send me the screenshot for proof. I'll put it up on the community.
Let me find it.
Work hard. This is what you could accomplish right here. 100%. I like that.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm ready for the game tomorrow. That's about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yeah, shout out to the chat, man. I know I miss a lot of your guys' comments through videos, but that's why we do these live streams, because I like reading the chat. If I don't pull it up on the screen, it's not because I'm not reading it. I am reading like pretty much every chat that's in here. So it's great when you guys show up and you guys, give us something to talk about, or you throw something in here, because I probably missed it in a video. So that's why I love doing the live streams. So anyway, Brad, this is fun, man.
Always.
Tomorrow, 7:00, we'll be live for the game at 1 on this channel. And work hard so you can get 100% on your U-Turn.
And then 7:00 on my channel, we're gonna go live and talk about it.
Channel. There you go. 7:00.
Right. Hey,
right. Rad, give us some words of wisdom, man.
Words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. Keep your eyes on the road and buckle up. Oh,
he said, "Flick it or ticket." That was fire, Rad.
Oh, and drink water.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.